And is my audio coming through? Okay, I see it now. All right. It's always shitty when I have to do things like this. Last night I was awoken in the middle of the night. First of all, because of the fact that I had a severely low blood sugar. And as I'm going to go and look at my readings of my Dexcom, I go and look on my phone. My blood sugar was all the way down to where it said LOW. I mean, it was below 40, which is not good for a type 1 diabetic. So before I went downstairs and ended up getting some food in me, I have a little mini fridge upstairs that has some Coca Colas in it. And I was going and drinking those because I didn't want to go downstairs and lose my motor function and all that stuff. You know, have issue getting down the stairs, stumble down it, all that. And as I'm looking at my phone, I noticed that I'm getting a lot of messages from Rev Fugly. I'm getting messages from Liveween. I'm getting messages from 2K. And I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Well, come to find out, Uncle Jack decided to go live and decided to go and dox Rev Fugly. He decided to go and attack 2K. He decided to go and attack Livewing. He decided to go after everybody. And you know what? I draw the line at doxing. I draw the line at doxing. We can have disagreements in terms of our allegiance to individuals, who it is that we choose to stream with, who it is we choose to get along with, all of that stuff. But, you know, the doxing, I'm sorry. That is way over the line. Way over the fucking line. Now, this is something I am nice to a fault. Okay? I have given Uncle Jack many chances. Many chances. We originally had some issues when we started AV Anarchy. We went 25 episodes with AV Anarchy. Did that for several months. Ended up amassing 25 episodes. And those episodes will be taken down from Black Label Media tomorrow. Why? Because we don't want any trace of Uncle Jack over there at Black Label Media. I'm sorry, you guys are going to be losing a lot of those archives, but we are making it up with brand new episodes of Scorched Earth and all the new shows that we're bringing over there. Okay? So, and let me tell you, it's going to be much better content. But we started to have issues over there around episode 20, somewhere around there. And what he was doing was going and attacking 2K. And the reason why he was attacking 2K, because 2K ended up bringing up that Jack was going and sharing those voice memos sent by him and DJ Electra. Some people have said that they ended up going and receiving nude pictures and a bunch of other things, that Jack was giddy to go and do that. Now, DJ Electra, piece of garbage as well, but however, that's not something you fucking do. And so I said, I need to take a step back, especially when he was attacking 2K over something that it is that he initiated, something that he started, and the thing that it is that Jack himself did that caused this whole situation. The inability to go and say, you know what, I probably shouldn't have shared any of that stuff, that this is backstage banner. I'm sorry, man. Any woman goes and sends you that stuff, that's something between you and her. Not you, her, and all of your friends behind her back. I'm sorry. That's just the reality. So what happened is we even offered Jack to have his own show on Black Label Media, considering that I was going to go and spin off AV Anarchy. And in going and spinning it off, I was going to do the same thing, have been doing the same thing, and I think it's been going a lot better. We have a more professional set for that show and all that. And so we ended up going to creating Scorched Earth to spin off AV Anarchy. Decided to allow Jack to have his own show. Whenever it is that he no longer has that free membership, by the way. And his invitation to go and put up content on Black Label Media, well, that doesn't exist anymore. The invitation, not Black Label Media itself, but the invitation to go and put up his own content. And it sucks when I have to do stuff like this. And so, whenever it is that ended up happening, he kept going more. He ended up going and saying to the people in his chat, "Why the fuck aren't you guys paying me? You guys don't support me, all of this stuff." And let me tell you something. When it comes to having an audience on YouTube, on Rumble, doesn't matter where it is, keep this in mind. Years ago, I used to have 400,000 subscribers. The last channel that ended up getting nuked had 9,000 subscribers. Never once had I ever said that it was an obligation for my audience to pay me money. No. You do this shit, let me tell you something. You are appreciative of every single person that decides to take time out of their day to come and watch you live or on demand. That's where all of this lies. That's where it is that people need to be in this space. Appreciative of their audience, not saying that your audience owes you something. And these things were directed at Rev Fug Lee. Rev Fug Lee has given Jack thousands of dollars. And, well, he was kind of treated horribly by Jack because he wasn't giving Jack hundreds of dollars, instead $2 here, $4 here, during that particular live stream. So what I did at that time is I said, okay, Jack is no longer allowed to go and create any sort of thing for Black Label Media. Okay? I gave the guy another chance after this. In some respect. What did I do? Well, we've provided Jack EVMux access for, ever since, I don't know, has it even been a year? I don't know. We provided him access. Okay? And I said, I am not going to take away his access. Even though the guy's a piece of garbage, I want nothing to do with him. I am not taking away his EVMux access. Well, that all changed last night. And why is that? As I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, I woke up with a low blood sugar. And, well, I'm getting text messages from Liveween, Rev Fug Lee, and 2K telling me that they are backstage going and watching Jack, and he is going and doxing Rev Fug Lee and just going off because Rev Fug Lee is not giving him hundreds of dollars anymore. So, now keep this in mind. 2K helped Jack get monetized. The puppet goes and brings viewers. Whether you like him, whether you don't, that's the reality. He brings viewers. He's very entertaining, very funny, and probably one of the nicest people that I know. The same could be true for Liveween. Liveween would stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning helping Jack with his live streams. And he was always there, always a confidant for Jack. And he's going and bashing Live Ween, lying about Live Ween, saying all this shit about him. And Rev Fug Lee, who has also helped Jack in many ways, not only going and bringing him an audience, but helping him monetarily, he decides to go and bash him. And now chances are Jack is going to go and bash me, and that's perfectly fine, motherfucker. So, what happened was, I decided to go in to his live stream, dressed up as Sam Bibley, who's another piece of shit, by the way. Yep. And decided to go in there and end his live stream. Okay? Then I wanted to sit back, see what it was that he was going to do after that. Okay? Decided to see what he was going to do. He decided to go live again. Well, after he got done, after he got in his drunken haze, as he tends to do, I'm rather sure that that's what happened. Oh, and also the drug problem as well. Yeah, you ended up showing scales of a bunch of powders and pills and all that stuff. And aren't you on fucking probation right now, motherfucker? Don't tell me this shit that it's your dog's gabapentin. Don't lie about that shit. So anyway, we ended up going and taking away his EV Mux access around 2:45 last night. And that's going to piss him off. But the reality is, this motherfucker, I've given him chance after fucking chance to make things right. First of all, we allowed him back into the fold whenever it is that he did some shitty things. That's strike number one. I think it may have also happened a second time. I don't know. But I'm just going to leave that as strike one. This is how nice all of us have been to him. He then goes and starts bashing the puppet. Strike number two. You're still a part of AV Anarchy, but I'm slightly stepping away. Keeps on doing that. Strike three. You are allowed to show on Black Label Media, but you will not, but I'm spinning off AV Anarchy. Strike three. He then goes and bashes Rev Fug Lee for not giving him hundreds of dollars in a particular live stream, saying that none of his chatters support him. That's strike four, motherfucker. And then the doxing, doing the same motherfucking thing that Lou did to Rev Fug Lee. The same thing. You did the exact same thing as Lou, and you went after Lou for weeks over this. You don't see the hypocrisy there? Strike number five, motherfucker. Gave you chance after chance. We don't just go and cut people loose over one fuck up. I tend to give chance after chance after chance. You and Cupcake have come to the end of your lines. I'm sorry. That's just the reality. Other people can do whatever the fuck they want to do. That's fine. But I am done with both of you. Because you two are the same fucking person. Let's see what the chat's saying over here. Spurg Snake says, that's why I don't need friends. I kind of understand your point at this stage. 2K says, he went after the puppet initially to get more super chats. That's simple. This is based on his greed. His greed and the refusal to go and better himself. The refusal to go and get sober. The refusal to say, this stage of my life is over with in terms of the business that he had. So again, I'm not even going to dox that. I'm not that type of person. But He could have transitioned into something else. He's having to take care of a family member right now. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to risk it all. Maybe I can go to jail, even though even though I'm responsible for this person and another person living in his house. But no, no. The greed and selfishness right there says, oh, no, 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 no. I'm going to take this hobby and I'm going to require people to pay me for it. Fuck that. Fuck that. 2K says the DJ Electra stuff was months after that. Yeah. Yeah. But I may be slightly out of order there, 2K. So I apologize if I am, but this is how I remember it. I remember, you know, the DJ Electra stuff and then him going after you really hard after all of that. But all this stuff had been going on for the past several months. Several months. But yeah, guys, I needed to get this out there. I'm not doing this vitriolic or in nothing like that. But this needed to be said. This needed to be talked about. I know he tried to blame Live Ween, apparently. No, dude, that was me. That was me that ended up going and turning off your stream last night. Okay? So you fucked up even more. Just gonna say. Catch you guys next time.